What's up, guys? Welcome back. We're gonna do some stream setting up. I gotta set my chats up because I'm completely unprepared, but you know, we're gonna be just fine. I just thought, why not do like a short little stream today, since like I gotta record my guide for this build, and like, why not do it live actually? And I'm feeling a little bit more productive that way. So we're gonna do exactly that. And if YouTube wants to realize I'm actually live, thank you. How are you guys doing today? It's actually been pretty okay for me. Like, I'm doing pretty good right now, I think. Yesterday was awful, but today we're doing actually pretty good. Let's see. Let's do that as well. This is such a good music, guys. Don't you know? Don't you think so? Like, it's just so good. Well, and I think we're ready to go soon, or something like that. Yeah, we should be fine and ready. Okay, let's go. So I'm gonna do the guide a little bit later on. I gotta get a little rust off. But other than that, I don't know. I don't have a lot of specific things planned. Like, we're gonna do some... hopefully some tier 10 labs, that would be ideal. But other than that, I don't think I've even played much of this build live. Like, I did that one tiny library showcase in my hardcore stream, but I don't think I did much else. So we're gonna progress with that. So you guys can see what's the deal. Conjuration noise. Not like I'm gonna need that, I just, you know, storing it a little bit. The build is really fucking powerful. it's crazy. It's not only like gigantic damage, but it's pretty fucking tanky as well. Like, compared to what, I don't know, like Crossbow Necromancer could do, which is also, you know, in the same vein of strength stacking, innate elemental damage stuff, with some built-in. But Hunter and SP, hell yeah. You need some pretty end game stuff. Jesus Christ, what the fuck? 11k. I only have like barely 9, although I need like 6 Idol of Stars UMOs left. How the fuck do you have 18k? Are you using Angelics? Because I could imagine like some... Like oh, Enchanted... Oh my god, that would be so... Wait, how do you have Enchanted Scrolls on single player? That's the real question. Like, that would be pretty fun to play around with. Oh my god, I miss Enchanted Scrolls so much. So you could get some crazy shit in there, right? Gilded Shield, ooh, big SSU, let's go. Like, I know there is the 30 strength scrolls. I mean, if you're a single player, you can also do some pretty unethical things, like corrupting an item until it gets like some good outcomes. But I was actually thinking on keeping this character. Like, I think I don't know, wait for the other characters to expire. But this one, I'm thinking on keeping, and keeping it like a non-ladder project over, I don't know, many seasons. That sounds pretty fun to me. To see if maybe in some later seasons we get some good stuff added, which could be interesting to play around with. Also, if some new boss gets added, instantly testing it on 150 seems like a pretty 5-head way of going around. But yeah, that single player is that's crazy. So 11k, that's like over 30k damage with this same weapon. So that's like insane. I kind of want to do that, just picking the best things out of a season, waiting for the non-ladder transition, and just like going absolutely wild with it. I'm really sad that I didn't keep my poison assassin. That was so good. Oh my god. Rank over 300. I don't know, I don't have that kind of money. I mean, I've sold my, okay, not the character, like just the gear and the charms for my Searing Glow Paladin, which was 149. It could do all content pretty much. It doesn't work. Why wouldn't it? Got nerfed block, got it also. But I mean, like, the block is just a good part of the recovery. Like, you still have beyond the insane damage with it. Like, it could do less than 2 minutes Samael for me at least. Where you don't even have the block, I think. Like, I don't think you can do spell blocks for the shits. Pain worms. Like, unless they directly taken away from the damage, I don't think that's in that bad of a shape. Yeah, the Halloween charm as well. Gosh, what a crazy season that was. Like, not having to worry about tier 9 labs simply because you have 100 auras, 4 max res charm is just... You still needed to get it, but like... Unless you were SSF, not really big of a deal. And even if you were like solo Safand and not, you know, the no trade, the XSF, you could still make an assassin. Just go psionic and then farm all that stuff. For hardcore, that's another question, but maybe they also had someone farming those. Although there is no way I would ever go there in hardcore. Yeah, it's... I mean, it couldn't be added to like as a permanent mechanic. Like, it would just be way too OP. Or the whole damage would need it to be brought up by the enemies to compensate for the fact that you can just get a charm like that. I think that was a decent warm-up run. Didn't get a single good thing, but that's another... Oh, we got quite a number of crystals actually. You know what? I'm not gonna shit talk it. That was pretty good. 21. What's 9 plus 10? 21. Okay, let's go for the other thing I was expecting. Yeah. Just to get a little bit more energy for the rest. Oh wait, what? Okay. I don't even have a single 8 stone, so we're gonna do quite a lot of boring and not progressing stuff to get to a point where we even have a chance to do Deimos, which is kind of my end goal today. I want to do at least one, and I don't have the most amount of time on my hands. I can maybe have 3 hours from now, and I have to fit in the guide as well, which is gonna be like 20 minutes, I think. Around that's how much it was for the paladin stuff. I don't know, if you want to have a drinking game for yourself, even though it's pretty early in the night, just every single time I reference the fact that this is an end game build or this is hard to achieve, take a shot. Just like, if you want to get it fucked up a little bit. I don't have a written script. Like I was just gonna see what I can do off rip. But if I don't do this, I will never upload anything. Insanely good banger. Probably one of my favorite songs from this whole track. It's just so good. What I've also been finding is that some of these mobs are just straight up allergic to dropping upgraded drift stones. Like, maybe I get one throughout the entire rift, and that's it. And that keeps being the case for 7, 8, 9. It's been like 2 days or 3 since I've been in a tier 10 rift with this character, which is like, what the fuck, man. Even though I've been doing some other stuff. Oh fuck, I need to get a golden cycle as well. I'm on a pretty good track. Goetia played, yo. Barbarian Necro, yo. No Paladin, rip. But I was thinking on getting 100% charms. Like getting every single upgrade and thing like that. Because I'm on a pretty good track to actually getting there. Like if we do like, okay, these guys die. If we do not that, is the quest. That is the Nithogre and the Justicar that's left. And then we do trophies, and then nothing is left. So that's pretty good. I still need things like Samael upgrade. I have a full Book of Median, that's pretty big. Got it today. I'm at like 90%, I think. There is Deimos 5 that's left. Deimos 6. Yeah. Like that's ever gonna happen. Even though I have a Phalanx Strategic, so it could be cheesed, but it's still stupid in my opinion. So we'll see what we can do with that. And then there is Nitho and Justicar somehow, so that means I will have to live in the library for a little bit. Got myself a pretty sweet sleep as well. Like, I don't think I needed the Laz speed, so I got one with 6% damage avoid. Because why not? I have 42 avoid right now. And we didn't get a single stone, guys. What's going on? Maybe some leftover mobs here. I don't like this. I also need to find full bosses, like, a lot. Since even though I've been messaging people for like, I think 2 weeks easily at this point for Idol of Stars, I've only managed to get 2. And not the biggest fan of that, guys. Chill, please. Of course my shit dropped as well. My region. Else. Okay, go next. Fuck. I was thinking on doing just all of the 6s. Since if you look at this, it's almost all 6. Not a single 8, 9 or even 10 in here, just 6. Couple 7s. Which I'm even afraid to say it like that because it's gonna fucking give me an aneurysm.
How may I be of help?
Let's get one of those apples because I was collecting them to do a little bit of a fun side project. It's like a challenge for myself as well. But I got a little bit bored of collecting them. I have like 90 apples or something, 90, 100, something like that. But I need like 250 or some stupid shit. So I think that's it's gonna be a bit later when I'm doing that. Okay, let's see what the rolls are. It's 19. And it's 200. Okay, that was short-lived. Anyway, that's gonna be a perfect shard anyway. And even though I don't have a lot planned for today, tomorrow we're gonna do some Sork progress stuff, because even though my Sandstorm character got removed from the hardcore leaderboards because I died like an idiot, that means I can still progress on the XSF leaderboard. I'm actually like a rank 9 or something like that. And you need to be level 146 to be rank 1 right now, which is really doable, I think. Like, that looks... Senji collection, why did you do that? Dang, that's sweet. I know you guys can see it, but it's Amatoxin scroll. It's a full inventory of just scrolls. I'm assuming it's every single one of them. Holy shit, that looks sweet as hell. Dang. Wait, you don't have an essence of time? Okay, just kidding. Sorry about that. You should get an essence of time. I'm assuming you have one, just not visible on the screen. Or it's like maybe on your other characters. But yeah, that looks pretty good. It's been a while since I've been on... Whoa. Whoa. You just spawned in, gave me 3 arcane crystals, and then dipped. 8. No, can we not do this? Can we not go one by one and just give me a 10 instantly, please, maybe? How about that? How about that? Catch me outside, how about that? Like, I've had Essence of Time on that one season where, you know, where you could do the unethical things, and you've seen me another thing. What's that? Yeah, there it is. Okay. I know you would have it. There's like no way you don't have that with that beautiful stash. I knew you would have it. And I know you guys can't see what I'm talking about, but it's so much better that you don't know. It's just still a secret. Gatekeeping all of the content for myself. It's a 6. Why can you even get 6 stones when you're doing these? Like, can we not do that? Can we do everything but that? And I got a cap, guys. I think the game is fucking with me at this point. We're being fucked around with, and we are not really in the finding out time anytime soon. Speaking of finding out, I found out that having Cascade on like a quick cast, it's such a good extra little bit of damage. He's dealing nowhere near close to like arrow swarm damage, but it can do some of its own. Yeah, I know. I think I've seen your general chat and stuff in Discord about 200k boxes. That's insane. Like, it's unhinged. How much time did that took you? Like, even with single player shenanigans, I can't imagine ever doing that, because that's like, bro, no way. My boy is not sleeping. Yeah, I can imagine that. Holy shit. Okay, but we got an 8. Okay, no, you know what? We're gonna do more 7s. 7 spamming. 7, 7, 7, 7. Why did I do that? Am I stupid? Don't answer. There we go. Another one of those. I really would like to do stuff like that, but like crazy shit in general, where I'm like testing out what could some niche interaction or mechanic be pushed to if you have like infinite currency. But like, I want to do it on ladder, since, you know, it's more fun for me if I can actually do that. But I'm guessing you've done quite a lot of testing with stuff like whatever you want to, pretty much. I don't know where I was getting with that. I still have a meme project in my head, which I want to do. But it's very UMO heavy. So maybe I will do that next season and actively work towards it while people are farming UMOs. Because right now, not sure how much I want to do that. Oh, Angel's Wrath, that's a pair of boots. Interestingly enough. But I don't think it's that... I think it's that great. Do people actually use this? Yeah, for testing I can't imagine going without that infinite stash of goodness. it's like having standard stuff for PoE before a new league comes out to test if, you know, something's good. Ooh. We got the big boy, If we could get him to this room, that would be awesome. If we are stuck in here, we're gonna die really badly. Do I have the good... Yeah, I have the good stuff on. I think I'm gonna have like 88 res. What is he doing? Okay. He was just going through the walls, holy shit. Can I just... It's like I'm hardcore, like I'm going... Okay. Okay, never mind. He's gonna be done like somewhere here. Funny bugs report devs, free TGZ. If I could do some beta testing stuff, that would be cool. But I guess that takes some more effort. Okay, what the fuck is he gonna be, dude? Jesus. Can't wait to see what they are working on for the next season. Like, this one was like really good in my opinion. Like, just with the mix up of having both library and heroic Duncraig, amazing. Like, I don't think I've ever played a season this much. Not even Halloween season, because that was like... Okay, we're gonna ignore that for a little bit, just in case we open a last and we one-shot ourselves. Let's not do that. How am I gonna do this? Is this the worst way to do it? Okay, what if... Poison is still a problem? It very much is. Okay. Okay, like that. Haha. Ah, my mouse. Okay. My mouse can sometimes just go out of the game screen, and it's gonna kill me so many times. Okay, how are we doing with... Okay, first of all, follower, I mean bear companion, barely taking any damage. Like, he has to stand in the middle of like 5 of those cold clouds to die, while also tanking 3 of those spirals. Annihilation is good actually. I'm gonna need that for their energy. Okay, but that was so safe. Holy shit, that extra like 10 evade I got, 10 dodge. Gigantic. Okay, for some reason my screen got fucked up. Give me a sec. Thank you. My YouTube chat was like, oh shit, there are people messaging. Fuck. God, it's lacking in the job. But yeah, poison is like, either it's very useless, or it's because, I don't know, it doesn't have the necessary support, or it's insane for farming, and then the very rare case of it being busted for bossing as well. Like, I don't think there is like a gradual build-up of those. It's useless, speed farming, speed bossing. I think that's like the 3. Phalanx is better for Hunter. Yeah, but I hate Phalanx. Like, it's crazy good. We can... Yeah, there it is. See, I'm prepared for it, but let's see if we do like a Rift Walker with this. I just don't like it. I don't know. First of all, I don't have visual clarity with it that much. What is it gonna be, like 5 seconds or something like that? And I even fucked up the placement, like it was dealing like half damage maybe. So yeah, Phalanx is absolutely better, and I probably will have to do that for will have to do that if I ever wanna get like a Deimos 6 down. But right now I just wanna have fun with my guided chain. It's just a fun skill. I really like it. And the fact you have to scale like movement speed for it, I don't know, kind of makes it a little interesting for me. Even though it gets like absolutely demolished in Deimos Arena, where you lose like 30 movement speed or whatever. So that kind of sucks. Oops. Oh fuck, these are even though these are like 16-bit, right? 16-bit music. Like these still get copyrighted for some reason. Like what? Like it's a remix or a complete remake of the song. Can we not nuke my YouTube videos because of that, please? Can we have some of that? Can we have some critical thinking? But also one of my 140k. What the fuck? Okay. Yeah, somebody posted like I don't know if it was Deimos. I think it was Deimos 6, either 5 or 6. It's like 1.5 minutes for the entire thing, like activating all shrines. It's like what? This is just a disgusting build for this season. And if Void Touched gets to live after this season, I don't know, man. I don't know what to say at that point. Like, I feel like it has been used before, obviously. Like, if something this strong exists, there is no way that at least a couple people won't use it. But I feel like it's getting a 6. It's getting a bit more eyes on it, especially like the top druid leaderboard is pretty much hunters. At least the 150s, as far as I've seen. At least some adjustment has to happen. Even though stats got nerfed for this season, or either this one or the last one. Time is a bit too messy for me recently. I don't know. It's hard to have like a consistent scale and sense of time when you're spending all day inside. Even as a job, I did. Like it was just me sitting in front of a computer all day, every day. Half-Fire is nerfed too much. Okay, I could be stupid. What do you mean by that? Also, not saying Druid is the only OP class by far, of course. Like someone just did like a week ago maybe, or even like 1 or 2 weeks ago, just did Deimos 100% on SSF, Amazon, which is fucking like what? Like I'm having problems with it on trade, and like how the fuck do you do that on SSF? But I guess, you know, fire, lava pits, bonkers damage. So don't know how much traction Blood Amazon is getting, but I've seen some pretty crazy numbers. I also tried it myself and it was like, what the fuck? I think I did a less than 10 seconds Riftwalker 3 kill on it. So it's pretty good, and my gear was bad. Like I wasn't fully unique Mystic Orbed up and stuff like that. Which, you know, Blood Amazon is kinda, at least in my mind, is pretty infamous for needing all the unique Mystic Orbs in the world. We're at the new Duncraig ring, like 5 skills, 20 damage. With the spell focusing, I'm assuming. Like just getting, yeah, that's... I don't know how much you could get over 1000. But just imagining the fact that without anything on that helm giving 120% spell damage is kinda good. Okay, next. I think we're gonna be done with the 7 soon. Can I actually? How much does this mean? 150. Just for the fun of it, we'll bring it. Just in case we get a full boss for 7, you know? I could give it a shot. Yeah, that's insane. But it's so good to see that there are so many builds which are just like good and, you know, have like high end game potential, but you actually need to work for it. I mean, you kinda have to, I'm assuming. Like it's still some effort to put that together. And that is not just like, yeah, if you don't play this like 1 or 2 builds this season, you can't do anything. Or you're never gonna go above like Faustinville or something. Is that you actually have like many builds which are like really fun to play. There it is. I hate this place, I hate this place, I hate this place so much. Thank you. Get me out of this stupid crossing. Like I'm not dealing any damage when I'm there. Also, I got insanely lucky with the Arrow Swarm relic, because otherwise I don't think I would have thought about using this for clear at all, and I would have just concluded it like, yeah, this build is like whatever. I guess you can have some fun with it, but like I don't know, just not for me. And I would have stopped at like 145 or something. Because at that point I was using a mastercrafted gloves with ATMG sentry on it. Because I saw that the rank 1 guy is doing that, and it's like, eh, I guess we can try that. Stuff. Well, have a good one. Thanks for checking in and showing me that incredible single player collection. That was beautiful. Improved my day. Have a good one, dude. And then we're just gonna continue on with the lab stuff. Oh, we are slow. There is a navigator here somewhere. At least I think. Yeah, in the end of the room it's gonna be one. Just watch me. See? I'm so fucking good at this game. Okay, maybe not like this. Dude, where are you going? You think that's gonna... 6. Why? Why even do that? It's like doing it in a tier 5 and then getting a 1 stone. Like, can you just like not? Excuse me. It would be nice if it would at least be, I don't know, geared towards like having a higher chance to drop either your current one or an upgrade. If you need some SP testing, we'll do this actually. Like I have a couple ideas, just a couple. Witherfang, yo, see I did. I have a couple ideas, but usually like these a little bit more if I can like actually progress towards it. It's my stupid preference, but I usually like that a lot more. Okay, let's see who's hiding in this. It's fucking Malthael, of course. Who else would it be? Amazing. Okay, let's just get the fuck out of here. Oh my god, stop. Please. Just fucking stop it. Okay, and I think that's gonna be about it for this one. We're doing this pretty quickly. I think 5 minutes is pretty okay. We're considering that we're also getting some bosses on the side. Good stuff. I should be collecting the... Let's see, can we land some sick corruptions on it? Okay. That's cool. So what's it gonna be? Is it gonna be something rare, or are we gonna get like 20 dexterity or something, 30 dexterity or something? Probably shouldn't be drinking coffee at this point. I'm gonna have dog shit sleep at this point. Let's see. 30 gold find. Okay, dude. That's a crime. Let's see, how many 8s do I have? That sounds bad, because my pronunciation is bad, but you know what I meant. 3. That's not a lot. Okay, let's try to get some more 7s out of our system. Okay, I don't think... Okay, so we have 5. It's more than nothing. I also need to... maybe later. I'm gonna use some of this stuff. Because I don't know who the fuck is watching this, who is still like playing around actively, but if you need something, just let me know. Like I can do some of the more like basic charms if you need like sleep or something. Just let me know when we can arrange something. Let's go. 7 also, from my experience at least, has a decent chance of spawning a full boss, so should be getting some UMOs, ideally. you know what I should do? Actually, is get like a Shanpo or some like crazy movement speed weapon swap and just rush through one of these. just go fucking crazy until I find one. Go for the UMOs only and then go next. I think there are like pretty good builds for that purpose. Like a Summon Paladin I think is pretty good with when it comes to like movement speed. I mean movement plus speed. Farming. At least from what I've heard. Like either from Relic, I think you can get it on Relic too. Holy FPS, what the fuck? Maybe I shouldn't blow up entire rooms if I want my FPS. That's an epic nothing. Okay, I'm just gonna ignore set items for now at least. I could collect them since I'm gonna need some for Samuel, and even if I somehow get my act together and get like a Deimos 5 kill, I think Nito also needs Signets of Learning, but that's like something to consider later on. What I kind of want to see is, you know, some better triple SUs. Because I've been kind of lucky actually with some of them. Like I found an Arrogance, I found 2 Awakenings, which is pretty good. No, actually 3 because I've sold one of them. Right after buying another one because I needed that, so that was pretty unlucky. But I also want to get some of the rarer stuff. You know? Not like I'm ever gonna get a Tyrael's Might or something, but I have a decent amount of kills this season, so it could happen. If I did this more in the season, like when the season was actually active, I feel like I would be so much more ahead right now, but I feel like as much as I can get into the rhythm of just farming efficiently and then go, I just never get there after a certain point. It's like really difficult to get myself into a let's just be really fucking efficient mindset. Dream Fragment, yay. Like I'm just fucking around in town, just reading Discord chat and whatever. Oh shit, I think we might be dead here, right? No, actually, wow. That 42 way is crazy. It's doing a lot of heavy lifting. Yo, what's up? I have a question, sure, go ahead. You can have as many questions as you want, and as much as you can pay. Just kidding. No. Ah. Questions are very much free on this channel. I mean, we'll see if I can help with that. It's not a guarantee actually, but I'll do my best. Five already, big. Just on MedianXL, I want to test the D2R stats. But my GD sets a virus in it. You're using it? Yes, I'm using it, and you need to set up your antivirus. It's a false positive. I mean, it works the same way as like an actual virus would, which is unfortunate. Like it's like it has to manipulate the game files itself. Like it's reading data directly from the program itself. So it's like categorically doing the same thing as a virus does, but it's not that. It's a bit unfortunate that you have to do this extra work if you want to make it work, but I think it's I think it's worth it. Like you can add it to your editor exceptions for your antivirus, and then it's gonna be okay. I think usually it just quarantines it. Like it doesn't even delete it instantly, it just puts it into quarantine and then you can restore it manually. It's what I've been doing for a while, and then I was like, okay, let's see how long it takes to actually just put it in the exceptions, and it was like 5 minutes or something. For the first time trying to find out based on my own, you know, looking around. Like if you've done that before with something else, it's just super easy and you probably know it, how to do it. I've already had this stuff. It's giving me dupes already. Stop. But I mean, it's not necessary, especially for the early game. Like if you're not using it, it's you can absolutely live without it if you don't want to go through the trouble of setting it up. Because there is also an in-game filter, which is pretty good. Like unless you need like specific stats on an item, then yeah, you might need it. But other than that, you don't actually need it that much. The in-game filter is pretty well customizable actually. Is Vogue gonna get nuked? Absolutely. Like, abso-fucking-lutely. Ooh, big. Let's see if I get a one-shot at it or not. Let me get like like it's so stupidly strong. There is no way, especially with the amount of people playing it. Awakening. Chee, let's fucking go. God damn, I just used one today. Sustaining. Okay, goodness. God damn. You gave me this luck, thank you so much. That's personally your doing, by the way. No, not this. I want to. Okay, I'm not gonna corrupt this. I'm just gonna see if nothing interesting. I'm also looking for a Phobos for Idol of Stars, so maybe you can channel your energies towards a little bit of that. Although Phobos is gonna rip me in half, pretty much, anywhere above like tier 8, because I'm stupid. Also, I think I've your video is the linked in the throw barb guide, but I've like said that this is the way to level it. Somebody else sent it, like where he did the hardcore throw leveling stuff. I think I've linked it in the comments. Not sure if I linked it in the guide itself. Will you be okay of me adding that to the guide itself? Why am I making a... Talking and doing anything at the same time is a pretty difficult task for me. Sure, thank you dude, that's gonna be... Of course, with proper accreditation, 100%. But I think people who know me know that I'm not playing that well, so that'll be an easy fix. Fix of that issue, but that's gonna be... Because I also kind of need to play it a little bit, just to see how well the Fizz version is doing. But I think I did that for when I leveled my Barb for something. I wanted to do some like stupid project on it. And I used your strategies for that. It was so fucking smooth, holy shit. Smooth as a butter. Okay. Bro, that's... no. Just... no. Not going in there. No, that's a dangerous place. Fuck. Holy shit. I'm missing the easiest fucking TPs. I wonder what's gonna be the flavor of the month for next season, because there is Sandstorm, there is this bow. What else? That's a crazy image. Did you do ATMG? I tried ATMG, but I just don't like it that much. It's working only what notif, and it can be dangerous. Yeah, that's... I think that's gonna show up like once, and then it's gonna be ignored from that point. I think ATMG is the only way I could do Deimos, because guy that chain just auto targets the invulnerable totems, so I can't actually do that much damage. But that was on my older setup, like when I was like 148 with like way less stuff. So what I'm trying to do for like the past week or so is to get to Deimos again and try how bad is it purely with guided chain, because it's at least in my opinion, maybe I'm not that big of an ATMG user, but it was pretty hard to focus ATMG properly, especially when some other boss came in as well. Like when she spawns a corrupted Barb, and I have to run around the arena like a headless chicken because I get immediately one-shot by it. That's it's a bit questionable. And I didn't really want to cheese it with Phalanx. But maybe at some point I will need to do a Deimos 5. If I give it another, how you have that nice font? Isn't my pixels also have other look health bars? It's because I have a D2GL setup. I also have a video on it on how you can set it up, but there is also a forum guides. It's because I have HD texts. I'm gonna, like, otherwise it looks no, it looks like this. If we're doing the original one, it looks like this. But if you press Ctrl+O, you can pull this menu up if you have D2GL installed as well. And you can have these fancy texts. And some other functions like higher FPS technically, because it's like motion prediction. There's some reason not to use HD text. It broke in-game filters, and yeah, it messes with the filter stuff. Like if you want to add a new rule, there are no buttons here. Like it just doesn't work. Usually when you do that, you have to turn this off so you can actually edit the filter. It's a bit silly, but you know. Looks nice. There is also some extra fonts you can install. Not sure if those are still going. I remember I used to use some of those custom fonts because they looked pretty good. Yeah, I mean it looks pretty cool. It's just I don't know how that gets messed up. So bad that it just straight up doesn't have buttons. Oops. Standing on top of damage, very smart idea. Oh my god, continuity would be so nice right now. There's an empty corner here. There's some enemies left here as well. How are we doing on that front? 5. Okay. I guess that's better than nothing. Nope. Okay, man. I love that the bear just completely ignores the assassin and goes for the turret. I mean, for the shrine turret. What? Let's try to calm down a little bit. Okay, that was cool. It could have gone way worse than that though. Like I was so lucky that it was like the easiest boss to deal with. Make sure you guys hydrate as well. Very important. I checked in the launcher, there's 2 option graphics, but it doesn't have with Control O as well. Like I'm assuming you've tried that before. There is some like not hotfixing, a troubleshooting, like what could be done differently. I think it's in the forum guides comment section. Like there is a list that could go wrong, and then you could check that if that helps or not. Like it's been a while since I've done it for myself, so I don't exactly know what could be done differently, which is kind of bad. Like I should be up to date on that. Also, there is a tech support channel on Discord, which I probably get this question asked way more than I do. I don't know, I usually get a lot of problems on a lot of things. Like if something can get fucked up, it usually does for me. Like I usually fuck it up somehow. But with that I never really had that issue, and I don't know what could be, you know, causing it and what could be done to prevent it. That's like one of those rare things that I never really had a lot of issues with. How many more assassins are we gonna have to deal with, guys? It's not the boss I'm looking for. So I'm sorry that I can't give you an exact answer on what could be causing the issue. I mean, in a lot of cases, just like a regular restart does help, which is not that helpful to hear, but it can genuinely do a lot of things. Maybe some registry. It could take some time to wake up some internal files. Joe Biden, wake up. We're outside of the map. Whee! It's been a while since I've seen this happen. That's fine, that's like almost white, that works. Now we just need to find something for the belt and then we're good. That was extremely pointless. I think I have brain damage. Oh, there it is. Action is coming. Okay, I think I have the relic with me, right? Yep. Okay. Like the bear just fucking goes ahead without me and then tries to kill the dude through the wall. Like, what is happening? Okay, let's try to somehow pull him here. Okay, let's and then like that. Is it that much faster than guided chain? Oh fuck. Just before I die to that. Celestial in the bro. That's not it. That's not what I want. Yeah, I don't know, I did not like that much. Also look at that fucking disco that's going on in the middle. Maybe I don't need to go that far and I could just do it much closer. Since the only thing that matters is the positioning. So if I can just find that good angle, which is pretty easy if you have Barret just tanking all the things. But we do like very respectable damage with guided chain as well. It's just Phobos, I think, has some like dodge mechanic built in. Like it just straight up has avoidance against like those giga multi-hitting abilities. But it's crazy how fucking tanky Bear Companion can be. And I just wish I just wish some other minions could actually do that. Because I think the damage is still not that much there for them as well. Like if they could just live, you know, and not be one-shotted by like pretty much any mob above like tier 8. That would be so nice. Summoners could rise up. And still be beaten into absolute submission by some of these builds, but you know, that's they would at least have a chance. Never mind. Anything else? That's the last one, and then I guess we can move on to tier 8s. 8s. I've never had issues with that, but I guess it's coming up a bit more. I guess I don't need to wait for Bear Companion that much. I can just fucking right click, just don't give a shit about anything. Why am I not doing this, by the way? Am I stupid? Don't answer. Just enable ring drop. Speaking of summoners. I was also thinking of just completely unsummoning my Bear Companion and then only pulling him up when stuff actually needs to be tanked, like Anomaly or Phobos or stuff like that. But even then, I probably am better just being the main focus. In some cases, like having a summon like that could actually be a detriment. Because some of these enemies could hit the summon, and maybe otherwise you would not even get hit by it, like they wouldn't even have a chance to cast their abilities. But like this, they can just do their AoEs and you actually get hit by it because their minion is tanking the abilities instead of those not even being able to be cast or attacked. It's just some 5-head next level thinking. One more thing, if I can show you shader, because I've yeah, sure. Wait, why is my what? I'm assuming you managed to make it work, which is awesome. Usually YouTube doesn't crash like that. That was super fucking weird. Not it. Where was it? Was it this one? I have no idea, honestly. It's... These are the ones that I'm using. Not sure if these are the best, but I've been messing around with the Luma sharpening and stuff like that. This is what feels comfortable to me, at least. And there are like a bajillion shader presets in here. So if you spend a little time on it, you might be able to find the one that's better than what I'm using. And then these are that. Motion prediction for the smooth stuff. Thanks for the help. There you go. Of course, you're welcome. In case you need anything else, just let me know. I don't mind helping out people if they actually can use it. That's one of the reasons I wanted to do a stream instead of just doing the recording on my own, because I can intersperse some commentary if it comes up. Yeah, I think we're mostly done. Let me corrupt this just in case we can get some crazy shit out of it. Oh, we got something. And it's... Yo, it's actually minion stats. Wow. Okay, I was kind of hoping for that to happen. Not the best corruption, but it's like... It's fitting. It's just like an interesting item I'm gonna hold on. And that's about it. Yeah, we have 6. No, 7. 6, 7. Okay. Sorry about I have brain damage most likely. It's like 100% at this point. Just some more space. That's probably too much. Oh yeah, true. I kind of wanted to see what mods there are on these. Yeah, this is where they get the extra physics, extra element stuff. Yep. I mostly was interested in if there is like a natural avoid penalty, because I know there are some places have it. Like even if you have like 42 avoid, it gets reduced by like 10, 15, something like that. But there is not on this one. I mean, the curse you get is like permanently on you if you are surrounded by these mobs. Like you're just 100% of the time cursed, pretty much. Oh fuck, I forgot to change back my other relic. God damn it. I'm gonna be completely useless without my 100 extra strength. I'm gonna starve. I think Barbarian will be doing any build about this skill. I don't really know what uniques, and I'm dying a lot in 115s. I mean, there are different relics to Whirlwind. There is physical, there is poison. I could do some stuff about it, but it has a lot of variations to it, and there could be like just the fun, more meme versions. But I guess I could do that something. But I want to do like a generic like guide for all the new content, like every dungeon and shit like that. Maybe I guess I could do that tomorrow. Today I wanted to get the guide for this build going, because I've been delaying that for a while. But I think there is like a form guide for Whirlwind Barb. And even though it's mostly outdated, it hasn't really changed that much. Like it should still be pretty valuable. 8, come on. Come on. There is another one. Okay, maybe. At least I've heard the noise, and I'm like significantly slower, so there should be another one here. Another navigator. Whoa, Shadow Fiend. That's kind of rare. Not saying I will like ever use it, but it's kind of rare. If something is rare, that automatically means it's good. Get the fuck out. So it's a bit dangerous. Let's be sneaky and do it from the side. That's what she's... No, that's... What? Yeah, it may be outdated by a lot. Okay, there we go, 9, that's cool. So it could be that it's like on the very end of the list. But I think there was something about like Poison Whirlwind Barb. Although if it's very outdated, I could do something about that, maybe. Like I have a level 130 Barbarian. It's like pretty much just for this because I wanted to do some shenanigans with it for Whirlwind specifically. But it's more of a meme than anything else. Like it's pretty useless. Like okay, for farming it's fine, but it needs a lot of weird sharing from other characters to get the charms and items. So I don't think that could be the... Oh, fuck. That was bad. Shouldn't have done that. Also, Bot has quite a number of solid builds as well. I'm not saying you should swap, but you know, in case you're interested in something else, there's a myriad of options for you. Okay, this is so messy. Seriously, only gonna walk out with a one reef stone, that's it. At least it's a 1, okay, not 0. Oh shit, potions. Before I just entered pretty much naked like that. That would have been awful. Thank God for my quick thinking. I'm so fucking smart, that's just what I'm trying to say. Subtle or not, it's just true. Objective fact, pretty much. And there's nothing you can do about that. It's just how it is. It's the reality we all have to live in. Imagine, okay. I might have panicked a little bit, but it's all under control. Still, somehow. Just because this build is insanely strong and it's carrying my ass. I like how the Bear Companion is just like fucking up on the side, like it's just having a side quest. He's just doing things on its own. While I'm fighting for my life, he's just tanking an entire army of enemies. I gotta respect him for that. He's putting in some serious work. Not really killing anything, but it's just he's sure as hell trying. I mean, the game really is not trying its best to give me as many options as possible for higher tiers. Like it's really just bare minimum effort. Why did I say it like that? I get an accent. I got Irish for a second. Shit. And the game is gonna kill me for that. Okay, understandable. I will do that too. Come on, man. Yeah, we have one stone so far and that's it. That's because we killed a navigator, not even because of the regular mobs. Like it's absolutely tragic. It looks like that's all we're gonna walk out with, pretty much. Oh. Almost. Nope. Next. I think once I'm done with these, like 4 more, I think we can do the guide. I think I'm gonna be in a perfect mental shape, and then I don't know. Hopefully, I can get some tier 9 stones in the meanwhile, because I really want to do at least one of those Deimoses. Oh, there is a navigator somewhere. Maybe tier 10 stone. No. Just saying, it could be nice. I don't know where the fuck he is, so I'm a little afraid. There was an assassin. Did you guys see it? Fuck's sake. This is why you don't play like me, because I'm an idiot, chasing the adrenaline of just going into a group of 10 bajillion enemies and then maybe not dying. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. Okay. Get the fuck out of here. That's awesome. I don't know how I should how I should approach this situation. It's a bit sketchy. Oh, there's a 9 stone somewhere. Okay, let's do I still have it on me? Yeah, I guess. Okay, and maybe if I stand here. That's bad. Here. That's bad. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not a fan of phalanx. Like, it's just, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think we're gonna say goodbye to it for a little bit and then use this instead. It's much more helpful. Okay, but 2 back-to-back rips like that, that's not great. Okay, maybe this time we can be not immediately killed in the first second we enter. Okay, we are slowed already, so that means there's a navigator somewhere nearby, and I couldn't even pick up the 9 stone, guys. See? Fuck. We get an upgrade and then we immediately get ripped in half. Fuck. It pissed me off a little bit. Just a little bit. Medg. Okay, why am I doing this to myself? Okay, at this point it's not an accident, it's purposefully sabotaging myself. And then continues to do the same thing, okay. And this isn't even supposed to be hard yet. Like, it's not the 9 where we get the 100 pen on all enemies. So my companion lives like a 10th of the time. It's still supposed to be easy riding. Maybe I really should summon my dude sometimes. Like, I feel like I'm actually dying way more often than I should be because the bear is in a bad place. High threat nearby, okay. What is it gonna be? Okay, the ring of woe. Whoa. Okay. I think I have a couple of those. Save them my alts. Maybe we could do a big corrupt session. Okay, that sounds awful. Big corrupt session. No. That's what the American politicians are doing. Just kidding. That's what most of the politicians are doing worldwide. It's not an American-specific issue, sadly. Imagine in what a world we could live in if that wasn't the case. Holy shit, that'll be epic. Oh fuck. Is it gonna be an anomaly somewhere? It's so hard to see what ground effect. How did the hardcore go? I died 17 hours in. To the stupidest shit. Like, it's so dumb. The buff that was keeping me alive fell off, and then I just didn't notice it, and I died. I also teleported into a group of enemies where the fucking sandstorm had a hard time hitting enemies. I think I have the clip of it. Give me a sec. I think I can. Oh fuck! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Okay, where can I see my clips? Okay. Anyway, why is Twitch so hard to navigate, man? Whatever. I'm gonna... Oh, I'm so fucking stupid. I posted it in the community section for YouTube, I think. I think I did like a community post. I'm gonna find it now. At this point, I'm not stopping. Okay, posts. Yeah. Okay. This is the fuck's sake, man. That's not it. That's not it. Wait, what? Okay. Like, why did it? Okay. It may be just that I'm completely useless. Okay. That should be... Yeah, that should be it. Okay. Holy fuck, guys, I'm stupid. Give me some time. Giga Chat Bear Company working overtime. Absolutely, dude. He's pulling all the weights. Also, Twitch also needs to wake the fuck up, by the way. Like, it's not showing me messages. I'm gonna at some point. Holy fuck. What? Okay, technical issues aside, let's fucking go. Welcome to the chat, everybody. Okay. Ah, fuck! I know it. My buff fell off. I fell off as well. Fell off big time. At least I'm so glad that you guys didn't get to see the Phobos trip I just did, so it's all good. It's all nice and dandy. Hey man, wanted to ask you something? Sure, go ahead. What can I help you with? Hopefully I can help you, actually. Star chart 2. Sheesh. Let's fucking go. Due to being new player MedianXL, I've tried Barb on the other class and interested in playing Druid. That's I was so fucking tired. You can't believe that. That was like 4 AM at that point. But not just any Druid, I wanted a Werebear Druid. Werebear is very good this season. Like, it's popping. Yep. 23. Let's see. Okay, we need to corrupt this. And I wanted to ask you about if there is a physical bear druid. I mean, there always was. It's just Rend is, you know, very limited in terms of what it can do AoE wise. It hits a fuck ton of times, like it's pretty strong. And there is a new skill, Ravage. I'm not entirely sure how good it is when it comes to single target. But I think if you max out Rand, it can melt bosses, just not sure about the AoE possibilities. Like Rand hits a crazy amount of time. So if you got something going on with that, you could probably make that work. Is there a guy that there is none other that I can check? Is there no physical druid guide out there? I mean, it's understandable, it's not that popular, sadly. It is outdated. I mean, it depends on when it was made. I don't know when it could be, but in a lot of cases these usually still work. Although if it's like, I don't know, 10 plus patches ago, then yeah, I wouldn't follow that. Like, okay, something from the leaderboards. Yeah, that's usually what I do when I'm, you know, trying to put together something. Like I see what, and try to check what other peoples are doing. What other people are doing. And then try to find out why. Whoa. I mean, I'm glad I could help. I feel like I didn't add a lot of extra info, but you know, if that was helpful, I'm glad I could. Lots of questions. I don't mind answering questions all day. Like, it's like PoE player, yeah, big time. A lot of people are. It's ARPGs just have a lot of overlaps because it's seasonal content. If I invest a lot into skill, yep. Let's see, can we get some good corruption on this helm? It's a pretty good roll. God fucking damn. Is it too difficult into another one? Excuse me, wait a second. You get like three total respecs for your tree and everything, just from doing the first quest. Like just doing Den of Evil, all difficulties, it's 3 respecs. And then you can find these Belladonnas later on anywhere else in the game. Once you're like, I think you need to be like in hell difficulty pretty much, then you can find these anywhere. And that's like another like just free respec. And in most cases you can format your own gear to like a starting point, because a lot of builds can technically function on like a tier unique level, but there are some builds which take a lot of effort to get started. So it mostly just depends on what build you want to do. In many of the cases you can just swap builds pretty easily, especially if you can already farm some endgame content, and it's a lot easier to save up some extra items before you even know that you want to, like before you actually want to do the swap. Hope that makes sense. Yeah. Like when I know I'm gonna play another build, I usually start saving up some of the items I could use. If I use Rend, should I invest 1 point into or max it out? I'm not sure because I didn't check it. Rend gets extra physical damage, so if that's gonna be your main skill, it definitely is worth points. Like it's just 15% more phase damage per point, and that can get to pretty high by level 25, I think. There is some synergies between others, but it's, for the most part, it's the skill only. Like, you can see that Harvest, for example, gets bonus from Devouring Cloud, but Devouring Cloud only gets damage from energy. So it's written at the bottom of the skill where it gets bonuses from. Go for shoot. I mean, it's... if I get another, make sure to ask. Sure. I mean, I'm gonna be here for like 2 more hours, maybe. And then you can find me on Discord, on my channel, under any of my comment sections. You can ask away in there. No, I'm happy to help all day, pretty much. 8. Fuck. we are never getting to Deimos, actually. What am I currently clearing? Technically, it is the closest that MedianXL has to mapping. Is the dimensional labyrinth. It's pretty much the same layout for specific tiers. Like tier 8 will always be the jail layout. Tier 9 will always be the world stone. There is some randomization, like it's not the exact same map every single time. And it has like preset difficulty modifiers. Like if we go back and you cube this alone, you can see that it has these difficulty modifiers on it. This will always be on tier 8, and the green is the thing that gets added with the new tier. Like from tier 7 to tier 8, the green stuff is the different one. And if you make like a tier 9, where is it? If you make a tier 9, it gets an extra 100 pierce. So it's like a huge difficulty jump for a lot of builds. Like you can see. Oh fuck. Okay. But there isn't like the same mapping as in like PD2, where it's like the same map, but it actually has different difficulty modifiers. That would also be cool. Seeing some randomness and how your build can handle potentially like different dangerous stuff. Yeah, that bear has like really fucking good AoE. That's how I leveled this build to like level 140 or something. I had a lot of fire spell damage gear, so I just did that, and then I swapped to this ridiculous insanity build. Definitely spiked my interest. Hell yeah, that's awesome. I mean, it can be intimidating to a lot of players, but if you can get past that and just go at it, then you're gonna have a crazy amount of fun with this, I think. Like, if you play PoE, you're not really gonna shy away from some more difficult stuff. There is also some systems which you've seen. There is corruptions in the game, you know, for some extra item progression. I feel like that's like every ARPG has to have maps and corruptions. I think that's the two. That like, regardless of like, if at the start or at like, I don't know, 2-3 seasons in, it will get corruptions. We're gonna get season updates. Yep. We get a new endgame zone in this season and like a whole extra system. Like, the devs are really working hard on making some new stuff. One of the systems can be used to add to the bear build as well. I forgot to add that. Like, you can make a crazy strong ring for the bear in this season. I should add that before the season ends though. Can I clear most of the content? Yes. This stuff is hard, but it can clear this as well. How does it perform single target? I think single target is pretty okay. It's not the strongest, like it's not gonna have this much single target. But Wildfire is actually pretty okay. And one of the reasons you can do good single target is because you are insanely tanky. And you can actually be alive to do damage, which is pretty important. Like, of course, you will need to do some extra investment other than the AoE clear, but you're gonna have a pretty good time with that build. I can assure you that. I see some crazy skills. Well, there are some crazy skills. Okay. Did we even get a stone in this one? Oh yeah, I think we probably did. That are usable by some relics. What you are seeing right now is relic skill. There are some good ones. Like, for example, what I'm doing right now, this arrow swarm is coming from a relic. And that's why we can have such good clear. And I think I haven't really looked into relics for clear specifically, because for the most part, in many other cases, relics are used for the bonuses here. Like I'm not using Ice Bolt Nova, but it gives me max cold res and cannot be frozen. So that's the use of most relics in most cases. But it just has like really good stats on it, like fire spell damage or fire pen, but the skill itself is useless. Let's see if I get it straight. Yeah, let's go. I mean, you're not gonna be able to finish Hell difficulty until you are level 125, because Bale is a 125 boss. You're gonna do that once you are like just progressing naturally. 125, yep. You're gonna have fun figuring that stuff out. I can assure you that. That's gonna be an interesting. Are you playing SSF? No, this is trade. I usually do trade most of the time because it's just better, I think. But I have an SSF character as well, which I'm planning to be rank 1 sorcerer because it's pretty much in reach. I mean, if you wanna make crazy builds, then I mostly advise trade. That's probably the better choice if you wanna have some extra progression. And it also still feels nice to get like some good items which your character cannot use, but know it has value for other people. That's at least how I see it. May not be for everyone, but that's how I view these. And also sometimes it can be like, oh fuck, that's such a good item, I'm not gonna sell that, I'm gonna build an entire character around it. Immediately sustaining. I mean upgrading, not sustaining, upgrading. We're moving ahead. And I think it's a bit better that you can trade for your first character. The grandfather, shit. We're finding some big items. I just started doing Grim Dawn and a MedianXL. I should play Grim Dawn as well. I've bought it like months ago and I was like, yeah, at some point I will get to it. I mean, this season has like 2 months left at least, judging from how the stuff usually goes. So you're not really in a rush to get into this one. And of course, if you played PoE, you know that like the fresh economy is gonna be what most people are looking for when the new season starts, which you have a lot of time for. If you're a fan of Titan Quest, yeah, I know. I played Titan Quest quite a lot. A long time ago, like 10 plus years ago. And I've also played Grim Dawn, I don't know, maybe like level 40, 50 or something like that. So I didn't really get that far into it. Yeah, I've seen some word around the internet that there is going to be some extra stuff coming. But that's been like announced some time ago, wasn't it? Or I could be mixing it up with something. Oh fuck. That's not good, that's not good, that's not good. Oops. Get the hell out of that place immediately. Layman of the Archbishop, yo. That's a fun item to look at. And then not use it for anything specific. But yeah, I also want to play that. I also want to play Hero Siege as well. I also want to play the next PoE season because I missed the current one. And I usually like starting fresh. There is so much, oh my god, there is so much. It's the usual, if you played like, I don't know, more than 2 ARPGs, then you are getting yourself into a cycle. I mean, that's why I've skipped the current PoE season, because the last one I've played like 700 hours or something. And I'm like, okay, I guess I need a little refresher. But they've added like async trade, which is just I can't wait to see that, because from what I've heard, it's gigantic. Last epoch, yeah. Although I wasn't the biggest fan of the new mechanic, because it was a bit too, I don't know, weirdly repetitive without that much interesting stakes. But hopefully they are working on their end game a little bit. Like the character selection is pretty good. They have some pretty creative builds, which are very customizable, but the end game felt a bit samey and had like a gigantic jump between some end game progression parts. Yeah, like the base is amazing for so many of these, but it usually, what the fuck? Triple drop. Okay, let's see if we can actually kill him. That'll be fun. Like these games are being made from like a passion towards most likely Diablo 2 originally, and then it's the fun seeing how they diverge from it, like what unique things they add to it, which actually works. Okay, what? Okay, I think we're gonna die super hard here. Okay. Okay, the bear cannot really take this for a long time. Okay, so far so good. See, that was so easy. Oh, like this. This is also such a promising item, and that is like I don't know if builds ever go for this, because I don't think they do. Not even on like a whirlwind specific stuff. Because don't know if like the deadly strike alone can carry that much. Okay, that was a solid clear, I think. Now we're moving on to the next. The next tier. How many tier 9s did we get? It's 1, 2, 3. 3. Okay. not liking these odds. These numbers. I only need 1 tier 10 stone. That should be enough. 1. If we get more, then that's of course very much welcome, but if I could just get 1, please, for the love of somebody. Just 1. It's pretty much this, like, similar to PoE, where you kind of need to make sure not only sustaining your current tier, but you're getting an actual upgrade in the lab. But it's very RNG heavy, and sometimes it just doesn't drop, and then you cannot progress with the content. Even though it's mostly an isolated thing, like the lab is kind of its own contained thing. And now that there are like 2 other ways that you can level to max level besides lab, it matters even less that you are missing out on this, but it's still very annoying. Like, if you can do this, most endgame zones have a pretty big mob density, so you can go and just blow up like an entire screen, so that's a lot of fun. But it's really frustrating when you're not getting your upgrades in here. At least the like next tier stone, which I don't know, for some reason happens way too often. Like, some of these mobs are just allergic to dropping an upgrade. Like, imagine if you're trying to, well, Valor speaking PoE terms, it's like you're trying to kill Shaper on your own and you're not even getting tier 15 maps. Like, bro. just give me that one fucking thing and then we could be good. The good old days when Shaper was the endgame content. Whew, that was a while ago. Old gaming. As a 25-year-old man, I can definitely say that I'm old as fuck. Or something like that. Oh yeah, I'm so fucking stupid. After this we're doing the guide. Okay, I forgot to do that. I said that after we are done with the 8s, we're doing that, and I just skipped it. How is PvP? Doesn't exist. It's just nope. It's the same as PoE. That is like Okay, maybe PoE has like a very niche PvP corner. I'm not... That's like very, very far away from me. MedianXL has like no PvP. It's just not really there. It would be very imbalanced most likely. Just Median one-shots. Yeah, or having like so high resistant regen against the other player that you cannot even do anything. And then you're just watching each other like, okay, do what now? Although I haven't really played like did PvP in like vanilla D2, so I don't know how, you know. Don't know much about that either. Even though there was like a pretty big PvP scene for vanilla D2 at least. From what I've seen, like people taking it really seriously with their like specifically leveled characters. Specifically just for like low level PvP and things like that. Which I could never really get into that. It was just a whole different beast. But it's good that there was the... Oh my god, that one. Very dangerous. But it's good that it was in the game for people who are looking for that specifically. Okay, there is like... Wait. Okay, see, we didn't get an upgrade. That's what I was talking about. Just no tier 10 stones, no anything. It is what it is. Okay. We just get rid of some of these items and then I guess we can do this. Okay. Isn't there like a recipe? That you can know how to get high stones? It would be nice. It would be really good if we could do that because, you know, these are all tier 6 stones. So I would very much like it, but you kind of have to go in and do some manual labor to get your own stones. You can buy it from other people too, that's an option, but I don't have the funds for it. I mean, at least I don't want to spend it on that much, because I could just go in and farm it myself somewhat deterministically. It just takes a fuck ton of effort to, you know, go through these and get your soul crushed by the fact that you're not gonna get an upgrade. Yeah, on the last mob. That would be nice. Or if you could, I don't know, maybe if 3 to 1 is too easy, make it 5 to 1. Although 3 to 1 would be so good. Should have a line shape map. Like PD2 has more straightforward maps, right? I think that's what they're going for. Or more like corridors, stuff like that. Probably it will be implemented. This is season 40. I don't think. Like I have my hopes up for a lot of things, or even 41. Yeah, this is season 40. I don't think hasn't been implemented just yet. You know, I'm not giving up. I'm just saying it's might come in season 41. That would be so fucking big. really annoying. 6 slabs, no reef stone. As I've said, I've been wanting to get a tier 10 stone for like 3 days or something. It's really evading me. Has been doing innovations for 15 plus years. Big time innovation. Oh yeah, that's fucking huge. It's in the PTR, right? Because I've seen a ton of Reddit posts about it, but I'm assuming it's PTR. Yet. Yeah, but that's fucking crazy. Like I didn't think they would actually do that. Although I don't know how much that's gonna be like warlords, like a VOD situation. Everybody's just sitting inside of their houses and waiting for the raid queue to pop. But all of that aside, I wanted to do the guide, so let's see if I can do it in like somewhat coherently. Follow what is going on with the game. Yeah, same. It's nah. It's Legion. So many people do. So many people do. Okay. They bring a Legion Classic. Legion Classic, dude. Legion Classic. Like the fact that there is Mist of Pandaria Classic, it's like what? And it only took them 6 years to get to. What? Imagine how, like, just remembering how resistant they were to the idea of getting a classic in the beginning. Like, nah, you guys are fucking stupid. What? and then here we are with fucking TBC Classic relaunch, Mist of Pandaria Classic era, you know. You think you want it, but you don't. That's such a fucking age-like milk sentence. Yeah, that was the quote. You think you do, but you don't. Oh my god. That was something. And then, yeah, that was, I think that was exactly at like the BlizzCon where VOD was talked about. Don't you guys have phones? Yeah, that's another gigantic quote. Man, Diablo Immortal is so fucking crazy. They got them like insane amounts of money. Like that was the most monetized. Let's see what's feels like for Diablo. Yeah, I've played 4. I think I even did like a review on it, and I think I already don't agree with it like 2 months after making it, and it's been like, I don't know, a year or so. Bought it with a WoW token. And I hope you farmed the WoW token yourself. Yeah, I didn't get the Vessel of Hatred. I was just like, nah, man. It's like, nah. It's not for me. If people enjoy it, and I think they are adding a lot of stuff to it, like I'm not gonna jump on anybody's stuff like that, but I was like, I just don't see it. I don't know, things are going to get better. It's only a campaign. Yeah, but I bet a lot of people bought it. I mean, Diablo 4's most selling point was Lilith, so you know. I think it's just in the universe, not in the actual thing. Mount Rushmore, yeah. I was really sad about that. It's like, it could have been so good, and it The graphics are beautiful, but I don't think it was much substance. Okay, make sure that I have everything ready. Okay, let's do like a 5-minute break. Fuck. I'm gonna explain. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna explain. Just another quick look. Okay. 5-minute break, and then I'm gonna do the guide because I'll never get to it. Like, I can yap about other stuff all day. So yeah, give me a break. Be right back. Okay, let's go. So, now that we are back big time, let's get to what the fuck this build is actually. Because this build is actually pretty simple. Like, it's not that complicated as I was, as I was expecting it to be. But there are still some things which needs explaining. So, this is the bow druid, the hunter druid. And the entire build is based around the void infused bow. Now, originally it's a void touched, it's called a void touched. And it has way less stats than this. And it says it needs to be upgraded. So you need 3000 strength first. and you need to survive for, I think, 11.5 minutes in Samael's arena. Then cube the bow alone, then it's gonna become this upgraded version. As you can see, it has a plus 120 level requirement at the bottom. And that is because it is naturally a level 30 bow with a requirement of 4200 strength, so it has a lot of space for mystic orbs and other upgrades like that. It also gains 8% innate elemental damage per character level above 137. So it is gonna be the first sort of disclaimer that this build is pretty endgame, because obviously you want to get the most damage out of it, you gotta be the highest level possible. So I don't think it's useless. Before even 137 it's a really good bow, but you're gonna get a crazy amount of extra damage. Like at max level it is gonna get 104% innate elemental damage bonus, right? 104, 112, 112, mathematics. But it also gains a lot of damage from strength, so obviously that's another avenue of just pumping crazy amounts of damage, is just getting as high strength as possible, which is gonna happen through a lot of charms and specific items. I have 8700 right now. You could get more, but I don't think it's actually that useful if you're only laser focusing yourself on getting as much strength as possible. Some other actually useful items is the Phase Breaker. It's gonna give you attack speed and attack rating per 25 strength. This is also a bit of a rarer item, so if you're trying to put this build together on SSF, don't. Like it's really rare to come by. I think I found one this season or two. So it gives us some extra attack speed and attack rating per 25 strength we have. As you can see, we have we have quite the number. It's also going to be super useful because naturally we are not really going to putting a lot of effort into dexterity, and some of the end game mobs have really high defense and evasion, so we really need to pump attack rating as high as possible. It's still pretty low at 66,000, but I think it's at a point where it's serviceable for bossing specifically, which is what you're gonna do with this build. It's insane for bossing. It is pretty good for clear. Like if you can tailor it to be good for clear, but it's mostly going to be insane for bossing. One of the best bossing builds out there right now. It's crazy that it can reach such scaling. I mean, it's gonna get nerfed next season, 100%. There is no way it's gonna survive next season. Like it has some insane things on it, and I'm gonna explain what unique mystic cores I have on it and everything. But first, let's get through the. Can you corrupt it? Yes, and I'm not going to because it's the only one I have. You could absolutely corrupt it, 100%. Some people have. I haven't, because there's just like no way I'm gonna risk it. No fucking way. I mean, it's a 50% chance to get some bonus on it and 25% chance to not do anything, which is, you know, 1 in 4 chance you're gonna fuck over your item. It's technically really good odds, but it's also not worth it for me. The other things you're gonna be using most likely is the two-piece legendary set, Black Skull Horns and the Bilefrost skin. This is because these give such a good bonus to your build specifically. As I said earlier, we are scaling strength and fire damage specifically, so this ham is incredibly useful, as well as the Bilefrost skin, because it has innate elemental damage minus enemy elemental res, and it has a bunch of all attributes, both percentage and flat all attributes. So it's a simply amazing choice. You also get a 15% extra attributes. So this is just super simple choice. If you don't have this, I don't have any of that, but you could use a royal circlet and a creepy shrine crafted chest piece. I'm gonna show these on the screen once we get to the video form, but those are also what I've used before, and it's pretty good. The reason this combination is so much better is because getting to the necessary amount of minus elemental res you need is pretty difficult actually. Like you can get to like 180 with high investment on the other setup, but this way we get like over 200, which is like too much. It's actually too much. But this also works pretty well. On the boots, another cornerstone of the build is Elemental Trance. This item gives four stats. It has percent strength, dex, vitality, energy, and your highest element gives you elemental penetration. I mean, your highest stat gives you elemental penetration. So as you can see, I have 8,700 strength, and my fire pierce will go from 220 to 140, which is, again, insane item. Like, getting almost 70 pen from a single item is, you know, it's big. It used to be even more, like it used to be 1% of your highest attribute, I think. So we would gain 87, but I think it's still pretty insane. But the problem with this item is that if we take out the runes, you can see that currently it gives me 11% strength. That roll is from 0 to 20%. So it's a pretty big range. I've had absolutely horrendous luck this season. There is an altar at the end game now where you can reroll your SSU items. And this is an SSU item, so you can technically reroll this. I've rerolled, I think, this like 5 or 6 times. It's pretty much like if you've played Path of Exile, imagine it as like a divine orb. Like you can divine 120 items now. And 11% strength is the best one I've had so far. I've had 6, I've had 1, I've had 3, I've had 0. So that's also pretty big RNG. And this is a very sought after item, so this is gonna be probably expensive to get a really good strength roll on. It also does innate elemental damage, which is just amazing for this build, honestly. Like, it's fucking great. For the rings, I'm using 2 Ouroboros rings with insane strength rolls. The roll is from minus 20%, I think, to plus 25%. These are both 24% strength rolls, and they also have a crazy amount of dexterity on them. This also rolled physical damage, which is pretty pointless. But yeah, these are amazing rings. If you don't have that, the Seal of Nephilim Kings rolls from 11 to 15% strength with plus 1 or 2 wall skills. Those are much cheaper to get, and they are also super useful. The only thing you're looking for here is pretty much strength. There is also technically, you could get some rare rings with 8% innate elemental damage and then 30 strength, I think. I think 30 is how much you can get. So you could technically get some solo self-hunt friendlier items on your own, but it's also pretty rare. So this build is in general not SSF friendly. Like you're going to have to do some trading if you want to get this setup rolling, because it's probably one of my most invested character right now. For the amulet, you're gonna go for a lot of options actually. Like Beads of the Snake Queen have up to 25% strength, so that's another amazing bonus. I'm going for a Kotsin because of the minus elemental res plus innate elemental damage. This is actually a perfect roll, so I got pretty lucky with this. And then it has some unique mystic cards, which I'm gonna tell you about later. For the quiver, you also have some multiple choices. Usually people go for the Kingsport Signal because it has minus 50 fire res, it has plus 5 fire res, plus 5 max fire res, which is getting turned into 4 fire, plus 1 lightning, plus 1 cold with a unique mystic orb. I'm gonna talk about that later. And the chance to gain Heart of the Pack for 3 seconds on striking. That is a hunter specific bonus, which is gonna give you 800 life regen per second for 3 seconds. It is also doing something with the hunter specific skills, but this is an O skill build, so you're not really going to use hunter specific skills, sadly, because they are just awful. Like I just absolutely hate hunter skills. They are really bad. But we are using a rare quiver with a lot of stats. The most important one being the +12 to guided chain. That's because if you manage to get a lot of movement speed, guided chain is insane. It is crazy strong when it comes to single targets. Like, it's hitting a bajillion times. It bounces on the same target. If you have 160% movement speed, it bounces 10 times with one projectile, and it deals more than 10 times. Like, it deals damage more than 10 times from my experience. So it's just absolutely melting bosses. There are other setups as well. Some people use ATMG Sentry, some people use Phalanx because it's just stupid broken. Like, it's beyond insane how much damage you can deal with Phalanx. But that needs very, very, very good positioning for you to deal max damage, which in a lot of cases, for example in labs, it's not really possible. But in a lot of cases it is, like in Deimos, in Justicar, in some of the most endgame content, it is possible to use that, and people have been using that. And for the belt, I actually have an angelic one, just because you could also use a crafted one if you are going for the purely the highest amount of strength possible. But I wanted to get some more defensive with this. It has +2 max fire, lightning, cold resistances, and it also has some life regen, cannot be frozen, but it still has a decent amount of strength. It has some diamonds in it because that's the lowest level thing you can put into it. With the amount of mystic orbs used on it, that's the best I could do. And now for the mystic orbs themselves, because it is pretty heavily reliant, this build, since we are trying to get as much strength as possible, we will need to use a lot of mystic orbs, since those can give some extra juicy stuff. So all of the items where it's possible, use the shop mystic orb, which gives you 25 strength, of course. And then you need the Idol of Stars unique mystic orbs, which is a bit hard to get your hands on. I've been trying to do that for weeks now, and I've only been able to get 2 from other people, sadly enough. It gives another 13 strength, 13 dex, and then... no. Yeah, 13 strength, 13 dex, and 10 energy. Which, energy is not really important, dex is, because it's gonna give you a lot of extra attack rating. But obviously you're doing it for the strength, so if you can, you're gonna put 2 Idol of Stars on all of your items, if possible. And for the weapon, because that has so many places for unique mystic orbs, and they help so much, you're gonna do that as well. First of all, try to land a lucky upgrade on it. With Oil of Greater Luck, it's gonna give you 100 bonus attack rating. I got unlucky, it's missing that, so that's a bit problematic, but we are still very much fine without it. Then you're going to use innate elemental damage shop mystic orbs, attack rating shop mystic orbs. Those are the 2 that you can buy from like any mystic orb vendor in the acts. So it's gonna be, where is it, attack rating and then innate elemental damage. Those are the 2 that you can get pretty easily yourself. And then you're gonna get, let's see if I even remember all of them of the dome. You're gonna use 2 Larzax round shots for the strength. You're gonna use 2 10-pin striker for the strength and the attack rating. You're gonna use 2 elemental Dominion. Is it Dominion? No, it's 2 elemental Ire effigies for the life spark on striking, which means that you have a 2% chance per striking to get a 4% heal. Those can be found in labs with luck, or just buy it from other people, probably. I'm also using two Visjune's Ball Bearings, which has the ATMG Sentry on kill proc and the 25 dex. And I think that's it, right? That has to be it. Yeah. Arrow on striking, life spark on striking, ATMG Sentry. The bow also naturally has the corrupted vines on death blow, which is like a giant explosion which deals your weapon damage. So if you just kill one enemy, there is a 25 chance that it also like blows up and then also has enough damage to kill almost all nearby enemies. So you can just shoot one arrow technically, kill the mob, and then the entire pack explodes pretty much. So it's insanely useful. On the rings, amulet, and the quiver, there is two Explorer's Globe Mystic Orbs, which gives 2% all attributes, -2 flat attributes, but 2% attributes. So that's once again to get big numbers on strength. There is also an imperfect sphere with minus max fire res to plus cold and lightning. That's just because those two, in my opinion, are the most important. You need a fuck ton of maximum cold res if you want to do high labs. If you don't care about labs, then you don't need to worry about cold res that much. But if you do, then you need to put as many points into cold res as possible, because Phobos can hurt big time. It's a boss that reduces your maximum cold res, so you need to be prepared for it. And then also on the amulets and on the quiver, I'm using Endless Light unique mystic orbs for the -3 enemy elemental res. Now, with the Black Skull Bile Frost, you're not gonna need that. Like, as you can see, I have 212, which means it's exactly wasted. Like, I would have been fine without it. Like, I'm at 200 and no boss needs more than 199. But when I used them, I didn't have this set up. Now for the skills, skill tree. From the nature tree, we're gonna pick up Bark Skin. It's gonna gain more maximum levels per... like, you can put more points into it every 5 character levels. So at 140, you're gonna have 28 points in it, 145, 29 points, and at 150, you're gonna put the last point in here. For Harvesters, we put 20 points, because we're gonna see it a little bit later why. And we also put 7 points into Growth, so we can get some extra summon minion res. That's because in the Hunter tree, we get Bear Companion, and we kinda want him to be alive as much as possible, because this minion is insanely tanky. Like, this can survive even the highest tiers of labs pretty well, actually. It could use some extra resist, but it's insane. Like, it's tanking the highest tiers of library of Duncraig without dying, like, at all. Like, it's just stupidly strong. These skills you need 1 point into pretty much, because you're not really gonna use them. You can have Cascade as like a quick cast or something. Like, I'm using my main skill from a relic, which I'm gonna talk about soon. But it's just nice to have Cascade on like a quick cast. You can have it on the background. It's still dealing pretty okay amounts of damage. Like, as you can see, it's 120 weapon damage. Very, very respectable. It's just, I wouldn't really rely on it, especially on higher tier labs. Like, you can see it's hitting sometimes. It's not that super frequent, as you can see. But if we take my main skill, it's much more reliable and frequent. So put 1 point into these. We max out Bear Companion. We put 4 points into Heart of the Pack. That's another reason why it's really important to have a Bear Companion, because on melee hit, he has a 7% chance to give us a gigantic life regen bonus. We've seen it at the Kingsport signals, but it's only for 3 seconds. It's for when you want to do the damage yourself and you don't really want to rely on having the Bear Companion. As you can see, once this green thing is on, that means we have an almost 1000 life regen per second bonus, which is just huge. Then we put 25 points into Pathfinder to get some movement speed and innate elemental damage. Gigantic bonus for both of them. And the movement speed is actually very, very important for the specific variation that I'm running, which I'm going to talk about soon. We don't do anything with the seer tree. From the mastery, I put 5 points into tenacity for some phase res. As you can see, it's only 41, which it could use some help. Like it's a bit low, especially for labs, but I'm surviving just fine with it. I'm mostly worried about elemental damage, which is, I think, a much bigger deal. But you know, if you can get some oil of luck on your items, you should, because it's a potential 1% extra physical resist. If you also have enough resist, you can use your Dolra Aegis for phys res, but I could use some help on that front. And then from the reward tree, we put 15 points into Symbiosis to get 15% avoid. And this is why we put 20 points into Harvester, because this is also gonna give us a pretty solid regen. It's gonna give us 100% life regen in 20 seconds, which means 5% life per sec regen from a buff, which is up 100% of the time. I'm also using Fairy Fire, which is gonna give us another 21% avoid. Like that too, just from this skill tree, you have 36% avoid while being ranged and having 25% damage reduction because you're a strength stacking build. So that is insane. Right now I have Paragon of Fate because the defensive bonus you get from Paragon of Sanctity is useless. Like, we already have maximum grit. Grit is an extra damage reduction you get from strength, and if you have over 5000 it maxes out at 25%. It would give an extra 4%, so it's good for non-strength based builds. Right now I have Paragon of Fate because of 5% HP, and I just like Library much more. It's depending on the Paragon of Hammer upgrade. No, Paragon's Hammer upgrade. Oh my god, I'm starting to slur my words together. Sorry about that. I'm trying to get through this way too fast. I'm stupid, sorry. And then that is pretty much the tree. Like, there is no mixing stuff here. Like, it's not pick up something from the seer tree, pick up from a werewolf, you know. It's nothing like that. But then, as I've said, that the hunter-based skills kind of suck. Like, they're just not that valuable. That's why we are kind of forced to use relics for abilities. One of the most important ones I'm using personally is Arrow Swarm. As you can see, this amazing skill. Like, it's just, you technically don't need a relic for it. That can spawn on rare quivers. So if you have a D2 stats, putting quiver, rare, Arrow Swarm, or not even need to be rare, because there is some new tech this season which allows you to use magic quivers for Mystic Orbs. If you just put quiver, Arrow Swarm, you can also find those sometimes, so you don't need a relic. You just need to swap out quivers between clearing enemies and killing bosses, which could be annoying to some people. I got lucky with the relic. And I'm also using, as I've said, the guided chain, which is doing the crazy single target damage. Otherwise, if you're not using any of that, people have used, let's see, ATMG relic is one of the most popular ones, because it is an automatic turret. It is also expensive and rare, so don't really expect that. Like, you just put these down. This requires cast speed instead of attack speed, so you're probably also not gonna have that. And it just automatically aims at the target, and you can focus on dodging and doing, you know, being defensive instead of actually needing to pay attention to constantly deal damage. And the other one is Phalanx. It's a bow Amazon skill. As you can see, the highest combined damage is much higher because it has really insane weapon damage scaling. but as you can see, it can be all over the place depending on your position. Like it's also very visually annoying, at least for me. But if you get the perfect angle on it, which I didn't, you can see how many of those arrows are actually hitting the target. So you can melt bosses like nobody's business if you manage to lay it up perfectly with insane damage, like also having high damage conversion. And there is some weapon swap tech you can do. I'm using a Despondence from Samael. It's gonna give us an extra life regen. It's another 3% life regen per second, which, you know, is absolutely nothing to sneeze at. It's very useful. And now there is some special things you can do. Because this is a strength stacking build, we're gonna use a corrupted wormhole with the large strength cycles. We're going to be using a innate elemental damage bone chimes. If you're using Royal Circlet, you're gonna have a much higher bonus from this, so that's you know, to compensate things a little bit. Make sure you also get your Fool's Gold as high roll as possible. Let's see, make sure you get your Crystalline Flame Medallion with a trophy. Make sure you get a good strength roll Umbaru treasure. I have a 70 strength, which is probably really good this season because it's been nerfed. You can pretty easily farm out a 20 strength Seal of Urech, never know how to pronounce it well, sorry. You make sure you get, oh my god, this looks horrendous. You can get 5% innate elemental damage on your 6 angel bag. I should probably get that. You can also get 5 innate elemental damage on your Sunstone of Gods. Make sure you get that as well. You can get 5% more innate elemental damage on a weather control. You can also do that. So this is guaranteed. You can get 10% all attributes on your Zakarum's Ear for maximum damage. You can get 150% attack rating on your Spirit Trance Herb. It's if you farm for Corrupted Wormhole a lot, you're gonna probably end up with a pretty good roll at least. And once you have your Dolra Aegis, you can get a 30 strength on it, as well as a 2% max cold res. I use Summon Minion Res for the minion stat, because I want to have my Bear Companion alive for tier 9 and 10 labs as much as possible. And as you can see, I'm using movement speed. That's because... oh, I forgot to equip it. Oops. That's because of the guided chain. Needing 160% movement speed is actually pretty difficult to get to. That's why one of my relics is a Spark of Hope. That's a paladin skill, which gives you all kinds of speeds. Where is it? It gives you attack speed, cast speed, hit recovery, and most importantly, movement speed. So that's how we get to 177. If you're not using a sleep with a specific movement speed, you're just at 160 if you have a perfect movement speed boots. My sleep has the innate elemental damage from Old ACN. That is the most important one. It's innate elemental damage all attributes, the best one you can get. And since I thought that this build already has a gazillion amounts of damage, I thought that I could go for the Ghost of Old Bramtown trophy, which gives you 15% movement speed and 6% damage avoidance, which, if stacked with all other buffs, we have 42 damage avoid, which is just insanely good. Like that's crazy high amounts of damage avoid, I think. And then we're also using the Nephilim Primordia for the Dimensional Key for more IAD. And is there anything else to say about the build? As in like information. Yeah, you could get the Idol Vanity trophy, but I mean, if you get all trophies, you're gonna get some bonus useful stats, but I don't think these are choices to make. Like these are just things you can naturally get. So I don't think these are, you know, should I get it or should I not? I think it's just, yes, you should get all of them. You could get the Glorious Book of Median upgrade with the 6 emblems to get 10 all attributes, but it's like a very minor bonus for a pretty big effort you need to do. You could also get more enemy elemental pen if you get the Vial of Elder Blood upgrade. That's another 5, but that's pretty difficult. Like, it's just, that fight is just really bad to do for like everybody. I don't think it's, even if you have an insanely tanky character, it's just an annoying fight. And I think that's about it. That's the Hunter Druid. That's it. Have fun. It's the most insane build out there, and do it while you can, because it's 100% gonna get nerfed next season. So play with it while you can, I think. Nice. Oh shit, my throat kinda hurts. After that, I think it got used a little bit too much. I also gotta do a little bit of stuff, so I'm gonna go for another, I don't know, 5 minutes. Hopefully I'm gonna be back in 5 minutes. And then we can do the rest of the rift stones, because I just really wanna do at least 1 tier 10 stone for now. Even though I don't really have that much time left today, not because I'm gonna pass away, because I just gonna go in like an hour's time. I kind of wanna squeeze in that tier 10 riftstone. So be right back. Where's the button? There it is. That was awful. Sorry. Now we are so back. let's finish these rifts. Let's finish what I started. I feel like there was way too much talking on my end, sorry about that. It actually hurts a little bit, so probably just gonna chill a little bit. Maybe. Also, were there parts which, I don't know, were hard to follow or didn't make sense? Because I don't know. Like, just thinking about it, I might have to do some extra work on it to make sure it makes sense. Which I'm not the biggest fan of, but this is what I get for not writing a script. It is what it is. Nope, dude. That was awful. There weren't even that many. Ooh, wizard spike. There weren't even that many enemies that could have killed me. I was just stun locked by 2 mobs. It would be nice if we could see some full bosses here as well. Because first of all, it's just more unique mystic orbs. Second of all, I could... I don't know, oh, fuck. I could probably upgrade my techniques, my strategies against him. Because I'm still not entirely confident on what to do against him. Like, sometimes it's going super easily and super well. Sometimes I die without, you know, being able to do anything on like easier difficulties, and I was like, what the hell? What am I supposed to do? Besides getting more max res and life and not just standing still, probably that could help. But I haven't tried that yet. I haven't tried not sucking ass at the game, you know? That's my last resort. Oh shit. Dude, why do bosses have to have invincible companions to them? Me complaining about that as a hunter druid is kind of funny, but like, still. Like, what? Come on, just at least remove those mobs if the boss has died. That would already be like a huge help. Like, they permanently fuck up the area. There's a navigator that could do some. Thanks for the guide, very helpful. I hope it was. Like, I'm thinking more and more back about it, and like, oh fuck, was that? Was it actually understandable? Like, at some point it felt like crazy ramblings instead of actually explaining, but I hope that was useful. I will obviously cut it up, edit it, and make it like a YouTube video on its own. With text and like extra graphics, which, you know, which unique Mystic Orb does what specifically. Because I think it's just better in general if you can see what I'm talking about. Like visual. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. Visual stuff like that helps a lot in understanding things. And that's why the videos you're gonna also have some gameplay in the beginning. That's usually my mistake of me leaving that out. You know, just explaining what the build is and then leaving it at that. But I also have that prepared, mostly. It would be nice if I could put some tier 10 rifts in the showcase, you know, but the game is really working against me on that front as well. I also gotta make at least one more guide for the searing. Oh my god, there it is. Yes. Fucking finally. If you had Tyrios might we just switch for the second set piece body armor? Let me check actually. I didn't have Tyrios might that many times that I would know what it does off the top of my head. Let's see. Bro, if I could type, that would be very helpful. Okay, Tyrios might add 50 move speed, all 100 damage to demons and undead. Yeah, and I know about the capping the resistances, but I was just making sure that it has some damage components. 100 damage to demons and undead means that you get 16% innate elemental damage on your bone chimes. So it is balancing out this a little bit, and then you don't need to worry that much about getting resistances elsewhere. Not sure if I would swap it for that completely. It would be like a crazy flex to use Ethereal's Might, of course. And it does give back a little bit damage wise, but not sure if that's the best choice, actually. But you know, not saying that I wouldn't use it 100% of the time if I had one. Like, I would just be in it even though I'm gonna deal way less damage. Because the current one, if you look at it, gives 60 flat strength and 10% strength. Okay, it's not that much. But with the bonus as well, like with the skill bonus, it goes a long way. But like, that would be fucking crazy if I could have one. I don't know, maybe we'll find one. I'm gonna have to farm Triune a lot, and Triune apparently has a better chance to dropping some high quality armors, which I think Tyrios Might is included in that. So you know, it's possible. I'm already in the mindset of keeping this character for non-ladder, and I'm just gonna work on this build over the coming years with like successful corruption, the items and stuff like that. And if I can get a Tyrios Might, then that 100% gets added onto this. But that is very much wishful thinking on my end. Okay, so we got 1 stone already. That's better than 0, than what I've expected. But it would be nicer if I could get like 2 2 in this one. That's it. Okay. Last tier 9 and then tier 10. What I mainly want to do in tier 10 is just see if with the higher investment that I have into this build, if Guided Chain could do Deimos or not. Because if it can, I'm gonna do that even if it's slower. Like AMG Sentry does it. Phalanx 100% does it. Like it's not even a question. It's just can Guided Chain do it or not? Okay, why is that enemy invulnerable? Did you see it? Like it was just in front of me. And Arrow Swarm has like crazy shotgunning, so if the target is right in front of me, I think all of the arrows hit it at the same time. And it's just like stupid high damage. And it was just like not taking any damage from like anything. Which is questionable. Ooh, far side. Ooh. I mean, I don't really need it myself, so it's not that exciting. Especially if it rolled bad. I mean, 4 Fire Pen is not bad on Lightning, but like, come on. It's a bit funny to just seeing 0 to both other ones. The amount of opportunities the game has to give me tier 10 stones and it just doesn't. Unethical. Tier 6, come on. Come on, come on, brother. I feel like we're really gonna have to have that one chance at Deimos and that's it. Which kinda sucks. I mean, sometimes a tier 10 rift can also drop tier 10 rift stones, but it's very rare. And I know for a fact that we're gonna get a Phobos at either at the very beginning or somewhere along the lines, and we're not gonna be able to kill him, and we're gonna die, and it's gonna be very sad. That makes me a little bit, I don't know, optimistic. Is that tier 10 at least has a ton of wide spaces where we actually have a lot of area to kite, or at least not be hit by his stupid, I don't know, Cold Nova. Another Cold Nova, the little projectiles at the side he spawns in a circle. Because those deal like the most damage out of everything he does. Or it does, I don't know. I don't know the identity of Phobos enough. I'm not really gonna question that. Dude, come on. Come on now. Okay, there we go. See? We just needed to talk about it. Okay, so I'm still looking for 6 Idol of Stars. If we can get 1, that's good. If we can get 2, that would be probably insane. Luck. To get 2 of the same rare UMOs at the same time. Actually, let me get some regen. Okay, there it is. Okay. Fuck's sake. That is such a bad place for it. And it doesn't want to move. Okay, I guess this is what we are stuck with. Okay, Bear Companion died. We can kinda... Okay, it's decent damage. I popped the potion as well. Okay, that's... This is so not how you're supposed to do this fight, by the way. Like, you can just fucking face tank it. I mean, I guess I can. Let's fucking go. Okay, we got a Visjune's Ball Bearing, which is okay. But, yep. Also, I didn't check how much it reduces my cold. We are somewhere close to the cap, but like, I'm still missing like 3%, I think, from being like completely capped out. And yeah, it's once again no tier 10 stones. It's just, come on. I'm gonna die to some stupid way. Watch me. Look at it. Wow. Crazy. Okay. Oh my god. The set is complete. Okay. It's not all bright white, which would be the best in slot for all items, but this one works. Yeah, I think we can just... I think that was the right thing to do. If it's not 5%, it's completely worthless. Right? Okay, let's see what do we have. Who's gonna be waiting at the very beginning of the lab? Nobody, no way. Okay, we can still die to these if we are just running face first into them. That's not a good idea. How about I don't do that? So it's really good that I don't have to pay attention to actually fall clear because I don't need the XP anymore. It's just so good. It's also so good that I'm almost dying. Don't do that, please. I didn't overcap on potions, like I didn't... Ooh. Like I didn't get extra in my inventory, which is... I mean, we can find quite a number of potions just from regular... Yo! Yo! Let's fucking go. Nice. Second one this season? Sheesh. That's big. That's big. Okay. Try to die to anomaly challenge. Difficulty impossible. No, anomaly is actually pretty chill. There is not really, you know, gradients of how much you are surviving the anomaly. It's usually just you either are in no danger pretty much or you are dead. Like, it's very well telegraphed attacks, which you can just avoid. See? And if you don't get hit by anything, you are not losing HP. If you get hit by anything, you are dead, but it's easy to avoid, so totally fair. And we're gonna change music. Right. Yeah, we're gonna change music from this. Do some more energetic stuff, because we need the energy for this. Isn't it too loud? No, it's... Okay. Let me know if the music gets too loud, because it's a different music scale for some reason. But it should be okay. I don't know which part of that ability hits that many times, but that just drains my HP, I don't know why. Even with all the res and avoid that I have. That was so bad. And in so many of these cases, it's so easy to avoid dying like that, and I just like, nah man, you gotta be face first into everything. Otherwise it's slow and not fun. Even though it's insanely frustrating dying like that, it's still fun over everything. If it's not fun, why bother? As a wise man once said. Uh-oh. Corrupted the one-shot barbarian. Probably more dangerous than Phobos if they catch you lacking. It's lacking. There is an assassin somewhere. Found her. Oh, there is an anomaly as well. Uh-oh. How about we take this a little bit slower? Make sure we clean around so I'm not dying to some random stupid shit. All other 140 content in the game is so much, not even like easier, but first of all easier. But it's just way more chill than this. Like I'm stressing the whole way through, even though I have like a decent build. When it comes to being tanky, decent at that. And I'm just like nervous the whole time that something's gonna one-shot me. Okay, killing two at the same time, very cool and chill. Can't see anything because both of them are off-screening me. As they should be, I guess. That's what I get for being off-screen as well. Don't I want to fight back or something? Worst reaction timer in the West. Heart of Fire Hexblade, what is that? Pentagram, Fire Blast. I mean, I guess. Oh, it's I-80 as well. I did not see that. I don't know. Could be something, I guess. I don't know. Maybe. I just really don't see it being useful. Especially that Necro is not even that really good at dex stacking. Like, you're not really gaining any good dex bonuses. You can gain some good IED bonuses from the crossbow tree, but I'm not sure if you can do that with a melee weapon. Or, I mean, I don't think it has a restriction to melee weapons. I mean, crossbows. Wow, a 6-ton, let's fucking go, dude. Poison is so annoying. I hate poison. All my homies hate poison. And then I walk into the poison. Okay. Let's just not talk about that, okay? Thanks. So far so good, but we still haven't seen a single Phobos, and I'm 100% sure there will be one, but it's unavoidable. There are some places where you can like juke it around, or you've seen the like nameplates, and you can go around. But I don't have a lot of faith that it will happen to us. And it also would have been nice if I get some extra tier 10 stones, because I mainly just want to test out Guide the Chain on Deimos 0. And then I want to try Deimos 5, because we kind of need that for the Netho attempts that I need. Like, I still need to upgrade my Dimensional Key. And with 0 I can't do that. High threat nearby. Oh my god, what is it gonna be? Okay, that's not bad. Could be worse. At least we can kill it. It's not like we get Laz or something like that. You just need to move, because these can be like pixel on top of you. And you get shotgunned by all the projectiles, and then you die from one hit. Which is amazing. Like, it's so fun that can just happen. Like that. I took a gigantic hit there. These can only be killed if they land a hit. which means if you have a high avoidance, you're gonna see them for a long time. Sadly. So far, so good. Okay, let me just. Oh, I can't do that. Look. So grab another apple. One apple a day keeps the death away. Or something like that. Elemental Ire, big. Let's go. It's not that big, but it's just, you know, it's nice to see some of those. You gotta hype up some of the more mediocre drops that you have. Otherwise, the game is not gonna give you more. That's just how it works. You gotta be respectful for the small ones. And it looks like we might be able to reach our goal pretty safely. Let's go. Okay. This will be so frustrating. I already know it. Oh, that was almost bad placement. Make sure we drop a portable. Very important. You don't want to get locked out. Oh, man. This boss is so fucking stressful always. Like, it's just... Yeah, we're just not doing damage. Like, it's just nothing, man. Oh fuck, wait. Oh, and their companion dies, she full heals, of course. Like, that is guaranteed. Maybe if we do it this way. I don't know, man. Wait, I can tank it? This fucking wet. Get it. Oh, I guess I wouldn't be able to do that if I was on like highest difficulty. Oh. Holy shit, my brain just turned off. Wait, if I shoot downwards? No, it's still like choosing the threads. Holy shit, the amount of projectiles. What's this threat? Warp paralysis. So that means that I cannot use my Okay, what if I kill it? There is no fucking shot that I missed it. Okay, well now it's impossible. Okay, wait, what? Huh? Wait, is the healing tower different now? Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do it this way. Okay, what if I... Oh my fucking god, that's so stupid. But, at least, we have seen that if you kill that tower at the top, it's gonna focus on the boss itself. Now it's time to test out if we can out DPS the regen. There's no fucking way I can, right? But that would be... oh fuck. Unsummon the bear. Yeah, that's kind of a failed... it's kind of a failed attempt, I kinda jinxed it. Okay, that's a bad angle. Holy shit. Okay, we get a TP. And I fucked up my TP for the next 30 seconds or something. Yeah, the damage seems very ethical. Okay, if it wasn't, you know, for the Amazon. She's too weak, me the fuck out. Okay, I gotta stop summoning the bear, dude. Okay, but 5 pillars is actually possible on okay, that's okay, but you also have to have a brain a little bit to not spawn like the cold things on the same spot you want to AFK in, pretty much. But damn, seeing that it actually could be doable. Ah, it's regenerate life. That's so disgusting. It's so fucking stupid. But yeah, I don't think it's doable now at all. But 5-pillar guided chain is possible. That's, you know, that gives me a little bit of hope at least. Like from this angle, the arrows still go for the... Damn, that was bad. I got knocked back. Thank you, thank you for the Amazon for contributing to that combo kill. See if I can do anything. Okay, maybe if we shoot from... how the fuck did I get it to ignore the other ones? The problem is that the healing one is up here as well. Like if it just goes for these two right now, that means that it could go for this one if it's if that's the next available one. So I kind of want to check it just to make sure. Okay, nice. Okay, if I can aim, maybe? Okay, so... Oh my god, then it goes for this. Are you kidding me? That is so stupid. And it cannot be killed, of course. Oh my god, that's so bad. Like, you need to be, like, inside of her hitbox, pretty much. And then shoot downwards. And maybe the arrows will go to her. I don't know, man. Maybe not. Maybe I'm not so confident about 5-pillar kill. Yeah, then it goes for this one. And now there is a barb. Okay, it's not like this kill was happening anyway. Okay. I would also need to get the order of them right. Like maybe start with this one. Stone Curse. This. Like these three have to be the first ones. And then either Poison last or this one last. And then just do it with Phalanx. Yeah, but that's so stupid. Anyway, this was pretty good. This is a pretty good find. Also, we got some valuable information, which matters the most, right? The information was the friends we made along the way. Okay, I think that was it for me today. That was a pretty good video stream. Managed to get the guide out, which is pretty solid. I'm gonna have to edit that for tomorrow. And we also did some testing. So thank you for checking out the stream, and have a good night, guys. Bye. Okay, reverse it back a little bit. Will you show your skills again? Which ones do you need to see? The skill tree itself, like this. There you go. Also, you can check out my... I'll make a snapshot of it. I mean, it is this one right now. So you can see that. And there you go. It's gonna be in the video tomorrow. So hopefully you can, if you have any questions, you will be able to put it down in the comments. You can hit me up on Discord, either in the MedianXL channel or in my own Discord channel, or just a DM. That also works. So now for the second time, bye!